Alright guys, welcome back. My name is Jake Towell, and this is a series where I show you some of my art pieces throughout my art career. And today we have Gangster, Ghoul. This will be a quick one. In comparison to most of my work is on the way tamer side of things. Also, one that I have hung up in my apartment right now, and I love showing people as one of my favorite pieces. As you know, all my pieces are my favorite pieces, but this one specifically, I really had a lot of fun making this dude. Regardless, let's get right into it. So like most of my really old pieces, I for some reason just don't have the line work phase in here, or the sketch work phase I should say in here. I don't really have that, but I do have the line work, and I think the line work specifically on this piece, which again we'll get deeper into it when I get to the colored fully rendered image, but I think the line work in this piece is what really stood out and is definitely like a turning point in my career where I really started to find my flow, like my line work, you know, what identifies my work as my work in the line. But this is the black and white. I think it looks really cool, especially with that ghoul to the right. But let's dive deeper into this piece, into the fully rendered image. Man, I love the textures and the line work and the colors I chose for this piece. I don't even really know where to start. I guess I'll say I didn't really intend to make this guy a gangster. The Gangster Ghoul is kind of a title. I never title my pieces like beforehand, you know, like I never go in really knowing what I'm gonna do. My process really consists of me just putting pencil to pen or pen to iPad and really just going with the flow and pulling shapes and colors and objects out of nothing. So I call this Gangster Ghoul, but my intent was not to make a gangster. It really is just a name I gave this guy because he's all strapped up and he's got a katana. He could be a ninja, but regardless, this is definitely a ghoul here. Again, let's talk about some of the textures. So I have this like X brush, like this textured, I don't even know what you would call it, brush, and I have these different articles of clothing all kind of using the same brush but in different ways and obviously in different colors. So that really vibrant popping red and yellow hoodie, which is really cool, to that nice cool crisscrossed blue and lighter blue there, and those just super fly kicks I got at the bottom here. But more into the line work, I think, you know, gesturally this figure is like pretty cool. It's a pretty unique gesture. I try not to use reference too much, which is like contradictory to a lot of artists, but I think just trying to find my own look of how I want things to look and stuff like that, kind of what got me to having a style that is so unique. One thing's for certain, this pose he's kind of striking, which I kind of just made up out of my own mind, is really cool and working really well. And again, that line work you see kind of bending and curling and bubbling. You can see his hands in the pocket, arm wrapping around to the back. I did like a fantastic job of like depicting this pose and this guy's swagger and his stance. Another really cool thing is this super huge like handle on this like really short-nosed pistol he's got in his pocket. You can kind of see the trigger and the barrel there stuffed in his pocket, which is pretty cool. Another thing that I really draw my eye to are these like cuffed jeans. I think the flow and line work I illustrated here for these cuffs worked super well, and overall, I mean, I think without them, I don't think this piece really holds together. And then we got those fly shoes, you know, cartoony looking shoes. Having the one lace come through the hole totally doesn't make any sense. But I also like how I illustrated the bottom, more realistic look on a shoe. I don't know what I put here, maybe a cigarette pouch or maybe like, I don't know, an extra mag for something. Moving up to the katana, you can feel that texture of grip there. It's almost like, I don't know, DIY. It's super like rugged, and you can tell it's just wrapped up real nice. And then we got the dude himself hunched over, you know, kind of projecting there as my posture is bad. Overall, I'm not bald, and I think that's the most important thing. But he's pretty happy about it. I don't know, like this face I think I illustrated here, I just love how I illustrated this dude's face. He's super pumped about something. I really like how I illustrated his beard here, kind of reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean bad guy. I'll throw it up on screen. I forget who that guy is. Like tentacle beard going on, but overall he's chilling, that's for sure. But another thing I really don't do too much in my work, which I did here, was I added color to the shadow. So instead of using a shadow or like a darker color of the color I chose, like these blue pants, I didn't use a dark blue to render the shadow. I kind of just used used a black transparent line and then kind of hit it with a red and purple color. You can kind of see that best in the beard there. Maybe just to signify that the cops got him, but he looks chilling. He looks like he's fine. But the one thing I will also have to address is the Ghoul himself, kind of wrapping around the image. Super hairy as well. Kind of, I don't know why I made this Ghoul hairy, but he's winding up like a snake, and he's kind of got this floating like midsection face and these extended traditional Jake Towell illustrated eyeballs here popping out that middle section. And they're kind of homies. They're kind of chilling out. But oh, this cast shadow is pretty cool. Kind of just stylized with like extra couple dots. But overall, man, I mean, again, it's not super flashy. It's I don't make too many pieces with this little amount of stuff going on in one, but I think this piece specifically I really wanted to share because it just looks really cool, and it's one I always remember and one I have in my portfolio. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment if there's something in here you guys saw that you really liked that I didn't talk about, and be sure to subscribe for more. I'll see you next time.